Chosen one, what you are experiencing right now is not coincidence. It is a pivotal spiritual shift. If these words have reached you today, it is because you have been positioned to receive them. According to the unfolding signs in the spiritual realm, you are entering a moment of significant realignment. There has been tension, a sense of waiting, perhaps even a feeling of delay. But the current changes signaled that what you interpreted as stagnation was, in fact, divine preparation. A recalibration is now underway. This shift is not only emotional or mental, it is holistic. God is initiating a process to balance all aspects of your life, your age, your time, your relationships, your energy, and even your physical form. The message is clear. No season of your life has been wasted. Every year that felt lost is being restored. Every moment that seemed fruitless is being redeemed. Your timeline is not behind. It is being aligned. There is a recalibration happening, not according to human expectations, but in accordance with heaven's calendar. This is not a simple mindset change. It is a deeper supernatural repositioning. The delays you faced were not mistakes. They were intentional pauses. The detours were designed to shape you, to humble you, to prepare you for alignment with a higher plan. Now, a state of balance is being introduced into your life. Spiritual, emotional, financial, and relational areas that felt misaligned or disordered are entering a season of restoration and correction. However, this transformation requires preparation from your side. It is essential to release old burdens, disbelief, doubt, distraction. What is coming demands an open and uncluttered vessel. You are not stepping into just another phase of life. You are stepping into one that is too vast for outdated mental frameworks. Divine expansion requires internal space. To fully receive this balance, you must ready yourself. Clear your mind. Center your spirit. Let go of resistance. What is being prepared for you is of such magnitude that it cannot coexist with the remnants of past limitations. You may have been worn down by spiritual fatigue. You may have questioned the value of the weight or the reality of the promise. But, according to this new revelation, divine timing is not subject to delay. It is deliberate, precise, and now active. Your life is entering a state of recalibration. What once felt uneven is being restructured, not only in the unseen, but in the tangible. You will begin to notice a difference, not just in how you feel, but in how you function. Upon waking, there may be no dramatic change in your external circumstances, but your inner state will shift. It will feel as if something has been lifted from your chest, your mind, your muscles. Breathing will feel easier. Your body will move with less resistance. Your thoughts will be clearer, more focused. This sensation is more than rest. It is divine restoration. It is an internal reset occurring before the world even opens its eyes. What you sense is not imaginary. It is the early evidence of spiritual alignment reaching your physical form. The fog that once clouded your mind and weighed down your body is lifting. The ache in your back, the tightness behind your eyes, these signals are beginning to dissipate. They were not merely physical symptoms. They were signs of imbalance, of misalignment between your spirit and your path. Now your body is responding to the correction. It is being tuned like an instrument, calibrated to match the frequency of your divine assignment. What begins subtly will intensify, not through pain, but through clarity, not through force, but through flow. This process begins quietly, but firmly. Day one of divine recalibration is not about spectacle, it is about foundation. The temple that is your body is being reconstructed from within. And this reconstruction is not reactive. It is purposeful. You are not decaying. You are not forgotten. You are being rebuilt intentionally, precisely, lovingly. This is renewal at the cellular level. You will sense it in your physical strength. You will feel it in the rhythm of your spirit. As the alignment continues, this internal shift becomes externally visible. On the second day, those around you may notice a difference in your appearance. They may comment on your glow, your posture, your presence. But what they are observing is not cosmetic, it is energetic. Your physical transformation is the outward sign of spiritual restoration. The human aging process is influenced not just by biology, but by burden trauma, disappointment, prolonged stress. As these burdens are lifted, the body responds. Your cells begin to regenerate. Your nervous system finds calm. Your skin shows signs of recovery. Even your eyes, often the first to reflect weariness, begin to brighten. These are not small details. They are measurable evidence of a body reacting to divine energy. At the microscopic level, your DNA is returning to its blueprint: health, vitality, joy, and purpose. You are not just changing, you are becoming. And the version of you that is emerging is the version designed from the beginning. This renewal is not about external praise. It is not for the approval of others. It is a byproduct of alignment, a reflection of internal truth finding harmony with external reality. This glow is not applied, it is activated. As sleep becomes a sacred tool, transformation deepens. Your rest is no longer passive recovery, it is sacred repair. Sleep is now a spiritual environment in which your body undergoes not just healing, but divine reprogramming. What happens during your sleep may be unseen, but it is not insignificant. The Holy Spirit is working in areas you have long neglected: emotional wounds, stress, fatigue, cellular dysfunction. These areas are being repaired. Science recognizes that REM sleep is when the body performs most of its healing. But what is occurring now surpasses science. Divine frequencies are interacting with your physiology. Your breathing regulates. Your brain waves stabilize. Your organs respond with renewed function. This is not metaphor, it is regeneration. You are being returned to optimal capacity. You will awaken not groggy, but energized. Not just well rested, but spiritually reset. It will feel as though something has shifted, because it has. The source of the shift is not physical effort, but divine grace. And this is not an isolated event. It is the beginning of a new rhythm, a sustainable cycle of renewal, not driven by willpower, but by divine synchronization. Your bedroom is becoming a space of spiritual encounter, a sacred chamber where healing takes place without interruption. Rest becomes a sacred act, where unconsciousness gives way to conscious realignment. Even in sleep, your spirit is advancing. The pace of your life is also changing. You are entering a period of divine acceleration, but this does not mean chaos. It means alignment. It means everything that was once delayed is now falling into place. Divine acceleration is not about rush, it is about readiness. When your energy aligns with your purpose, momentum naturally follows. Doors open, opportunities appear, creativity surges, endurance returns. Where once you struggled to move forward, now the path feels cleared. The effort is not absent, but the resistance is. You are not pushing against the current. You are flowing with it. Tasks that once drained you begin to energize you. Deadlines do not overwhelm you. They organize you. There is flow, not friction. Even your physical structure is being strengthened. Your bones, your skin, your breath, every biological component is responding to the call of transformation. Your body is aligning with your belief. Medical science confirms that the body can regenerate over time, typically in cycles of 7 to 10 years. But divine timing does not follow biological rules. The processes that normally take years can now unfold in days. Your immune system recalibrates. Your inner chemistry resets. Your very bone marrow responds to divine instruction. This is more than recovery. It is rebirth. This transformation is becoming visible. Your smile will seem brighter, your presence more grounded. You will not need to explain it. Others will feel it. And when they ask, the answer will be simple. God restored what life tried to take. This restoration is not about returning to who you were. It is about advancing into who you were always meant to become. Let this be clear. What is occurring now is not psychological trickery or momentary motivation. It is tangible. It is measurable. It is real. Your transformation is beginning to show in your walk, your voice, your posture, your silence. The atmosphere around you adjusted to changes within you. The alignment is comprehensive and irreversible. Your purpose will no longer feel burdensome. It will feel empowering. The exhaustion that once accompanied your calling is being replaced by divine endurance as your strength returns. So does your momentum. You are no longer dragging your purpose forward. You are moving in harmony with it. This is the shift from surviving to thriving. And what you once believed was lost, whether time, energy, or opportunity, is being returned. Not in fragments, but in multiplied form. Divine acceleration compresses time, restores missed chances, and revitalizes dreams. You will begin to notice that things move quickly. Not because you are hurrying, but because you are finally ready. Chosen one. As this divine restoration continues, what once seemed fragmented in your life is now coming into unified clarity. The spiritual recalibration that began with internal renewal is beginning to manifest externally, not only in your body, but in your relationships, your decisions, and your divine assignment. The days ahead are not meant for hesitation. They are meant for establishment. This transformation isn't temporary inspiration. It is spiritual infrastructure. You are being rebuilt from the inside out mentally, emotionally, physically, and energetically. You are becoming the version of yourself that is most aligned with purpose. This version isn't held back by past trauma or confusion. It walks in wisdom, moves in clarity, and speaks from conviction. Your environment is beginning to notice the change. People who once misunderstood you may become curious. Opportunities that once felt locked may begin to open. But all of this is a reflection of your frequency, not luck. When your energy changes, your results change. There is something sacred about moving from survival to balance. You are no longer simply reacting to life. You are co-creating with divine intention. This is spiritual maturity. This is the evidence that you are no longer led by chaos, but by divine clarity. This clarity brings decisions that may not always make sense to others. You may start walking away from environments that once seemed comfortable. You may choose silence where you once defended yourself. You may distance yourself from patterns, places, and people that cannot coexist with your expansion. And that's not pride. That's stewardship. You are now the steward of your own alignment. This means you cannot afford to leak energy on conversations that go nowhere, explanations that are not received, or emotions that are being manipulated. Your energy is not only valuable, it is sacred. It is the vessel through which your assignment is carried. In this season, discernment becomes sharper. You begin to sense when something is out of place, when a conversation feels off, or when a connection is not genuine. Don't dismiss this. Your spirit is speaking. You're not being judgmental. You're being protective of your purpose. Your boundaries are no longer walls. They are filters. They don't shut the world out, but they keep alignment in. And in doing so, they allow you to operate in flow rather than fatigue. This transformation isn't about appearing spiritual. It's about becoming spiritually efficient. The more aligned you are, the less effort you waste. You no longer chase what is not meant for you. You no longer explain what's already been revealed. You walk, knowing that what is yours will remain, and what isn't will fall away. The old version of you, driven by urgency, fear, people-pleasing, and over-explaining, is being released. In its place, a grounded version is emerging. This version is confident, not from ego, but from clarity. You are not guessing anymore. You are listening. You are responding. You are acting from divine instruction, not desperation. And because of this inner posture, divine order begins to follow. You'll find that new opportunities come not just because you're available, but because you're aligned. You won't need to hustle to prove your worth. Your presence will speak it. God is aligning not just your body and spirit, but your time. What used to be delayed due to confusion or unreadiness is now coming to fruition. This is not because the world changed. It's because you did. You are no longer waiting passively. You are receiving actively. This is a form of divine flow that few truly understand. It's where things happen, not because you forced them, but because you made room. When you cleared the clutter, spiritual, emotional, and physical, you made space for divine orchestration. Now, your days feel more synchronized. The right people begin to appear. Resources you lacked begin to surface. Conversations lead to clarity. Work becomes more meaningful. Peace is no longer intermittent. It is foundational. In this space, your health also responds. You're not just eating differently. You're thinking differently. And your thoughts are medicine. Your peace is your prescription. Stress levels decrease, which strengthens your immune system. Rest becomes deeper. Inflammation reduces. Headaches dissipate. Tension melts. You don't just feel lighter, you are lighter. Healing is not only physical, it's energetic. Many of the ailments that kept returning were rooted in emotional imbalance, unresolved grief, lingering bitterness, chronic anxiety. But as these things are addressed spiritually, your body follows suit. This is divine alignment in action. And yet, this new alignment does not remove all difficulty. You will still face challenges, but your posture will be different. You'll face them with strategy, not panic. With wisdom, not fear. With faith, not fatigue. That's the difference between an aligned life and a reactive one. It's not about avoiding problems. It's about being equipped to solve them. You no longer internalize the problem. You observe it, address it, and move forward. Your emotions are no longer the driver. They are the dashboard. What's more, your relationships evolve. You'll find that people who couldn't relate to the old version of you may disconnect, and that's okay. What was built on dysfunction cannot sustain alignment. You're not meant to fit into every space. You're meant to fit into the right one. New connections may feel more peaceful, more balanced, more reciprocal. You no longer chase validation, you recognize resonance. You're no longer entertained by chaos, you seek calm. Your conversations become more edifying. Your presence becomes more healing. And this, chosen one, is not the end of your transformation. It is the foundation. From here, you begin to build not just a new mindset or a new lifestyle, but a new legacy. Legacy is not only what you leave behind, it's what you build while you're here. It's the result of consistent alignment. It's the fruit of living in integrity, of choosing peace over performance, and purpose over distraction. You are not being called to change everything at once. You're being called to walk in the change that has already begun. Take the small steps. Honor the slow days. Trust the invisible work. This recalibration process is still ongoing, but it is stable. You are no longer in a volatile place. You are not falling apart. You are falling into place. Every day, your spirit is becoming more congruent with your calling. Every decision, no matter how small, matters. Your life is now evidence of divine balance. You are being watched, not in fear, but in awe. Others see your transformation, even If they can't explain it, they feel your peace, your clarity, your presence. And you, chosen one, are now ready to walk fully in your assignment. You are not arriving. You have arrived. You are not chasing alignment. You are living in it. You are not hoping for balance. You are embodying it. Every system within you is now cooperating with the divine plan. And as you move forward, never forget, divine alignment is not an event. It is a rhythm. Walk in it daily. Protect it fiercely. Live it intentionally. You are the restoration. You are the renewal. You are the balance. You are chosen. Chosen one. As this transformation concludes its initial phases, what you are stepping into now is not just restoration, but authority. You have moved through internal alignment and spiritual recalibration. You have allowed divine healing to reach your thoughts, your body, your decisions, and your relationships. Now, what remains is your embodiment of all you've received. This is where transformation solidifies into identity. No longer are you the one seeking balance. You are the one carrying it. You are becoming the vessel through which divine order flows. It is not just that you were healed. You are now the carrier of healing frequencies. It is not just that you found clarity. You are now a point of clarity for others. You are not just renewed. You are the renewal. This stage of embodiment is where the internal becomes natural, and the external begins to respond without resistance. People who meet you may not know what changed, but they will feel the change. You will carry peace in your voice. You will embody presence in a room. You will no longer have to speak as much. Your posture will say everything. You see, divine alignment isn't just about being placed in the right situations. It's about becoming the right person so that no matter where you are, you bring alignment with you. This is why your internal world had to be reordered first, because your external influence will reflect your internal discipline. And this discipline is quiet but powerful. You are now capable of observing chaos without absorbing it. You can witness misalignment without reacting from it. That doesn't mean you become passive. It means you are guided by principle, not pressure. You begin to lead by example. Your peace becomes instructional. Your boundaries become educational. Your decisions create ripple effects. This is not about dominance, it's about resonance. You now resonate with truth so deeply that anything false feels heavy in your presence. That is divine authority. But this authority is not about pride or platform. It's about stewardship. You are now responsible for the clarity you've received. Not everyone around you will be on the same frequency. Some will try to draw you back into patterns of noise, of defense, of chaos. Your role is not to convince them, it's to remain aligned. You have become a signal tower. You don't chase, you attract. You don't strive, you stand. You don't argue, you embody. And the results will follow, because now, divine favor is no longer random, it's relational. It responds to your rhythm, not your reputation. It shows up because of your alignment, not your ambition. As you continue in this new reality, you'll find that your vision sharpens. Not just your dreams, but your day-to-day discernment. You will begin to see beneath the surface. You will recognize the difference between good and aligned, between opportunities that look impressive and ones that are divinely assigned. This level of discernment requires trust, not in people, but in divine instruction. You will be led to say no to good things, simply because they are not your things. And when you do, you'll find that what is truly yours accelerates toward you. There will be moments when others won't understand your choices. They'll question why you didn't pursue something that appeared ideal. But they didn't hear the instruction. They didn't feel the redirection. And you don't owe an explanation. You owe yourself obedience. And obedience is now the foundation of your peace. You've learned that peace doesn't come from comfort. It comes from clarity. And that clarity comes from listening closely to divine timing. The more you obey that timing, the more you trust the flow. You stop resisting redirection. You stop grieving the doors that close. You stop idolizing stability. You start moving with grace. And when you move with grace, doors no longer feel like obstacles. They become confirmations. The wrong ones close quickly. The right ones open effortlessly. There's no more chasing, forcing, or convincing. There's alignment, and from that alignment comes influence. Your influence may not be on a stage. It may not be public, but it is powerful because it is pure. You influence environments by how you enter them. You shift rooms with your presence, not your volume. You leave people better, clearer, and more aligned just by being yourself. That is what divine transformation does. It refines your identities to such a degree that your existence becomes an instrument of healing, and healing now becomes part of your mission. You carry words that restore people, not because you've memorized them, but because you've lived them. You've survived dark seasons. You've rebuilt through divine wisdom. And now, your voice carries depth. Not information, but revelation. You are the answer to prayers you never heard. You are the evidence that healing is possible. You are the living testimony of what it looks like when someone chooses alignment over applause, peace over popularity, purpose over performance. And chosen one, this is just the beginning. Your life is about to scale, not because you're doing more, but because you're becoming more. You're moving from self-awareness to self-stewardship. You're no longer searching for signs. You are becoming one. You are the sign of spiritual maturity, of divine rhythm, of embodied truth. People will look at you and see what alignment looks like in motion. Your peace will instruct. Your posture will teach. Your patience will set standards. And all of this was prepared in silence. All of this was developed when no one was watching. All of this was the result of obedience when you were tired, clarity when you were confused, and faith when nothing seemed to be moving. You passed the tests others never saw. You endured the nights others never asked about. You healed from wounds that others never noticed. And now, you carry a depth that cannot be faked. That depth is your greatest gift. Because in a world of noise, your clarity stands out. In a world of distractions, your focus pierces through. In a world of fear, your faith makes people pause. You are no longer trying to arrive somewhere, you are already there. You are no longer asking for permission. You have been commissioned. You are no longer looking for open doors. You are becoming one. And your journey forward is not one of striving, but of stewardship. Your job is not to force anything. It is to follow divine instruction with diligence. Your calling is not a burden. It is an invitation. You were chosen, not because you were perfect, but because you were prepared. And now, that preparation is complete. Walk forward, not with pressure, but with peace. Not with fear, but with freedom. Not with confusion, but with conviction. This is the season where the real you leads, where your spirit takes the wheel, where your wisdom speaks louder than noise, where your alignment builds what striving never could. You have waited long enough. You have healed deep enough. You have seen clearly enough. It is time. Time to live it. Time to walk it. Time to embody it. Because what the divine has started in you, no man can stop. You are no longer waiting for transformation. You are the transformation. You are no longer hoping for alignment. You are alignment. You are not seeking restoration. You are restoration. You, chosen one, are the evidence of what happens when someone listens, when someone heals, when someone surrenders, when someone becomes who they were, always meant to be. The wait is over. The weight is lifted. Your path is clear. Now walk. Chosen one. If this message has resonated with your spirit, if you felt seen, understood, and recentered, then this is your moment to respond. This wasn't just a video. It was a confirmation, a reflection of everything you've quietly grown through, a reminder that your transformation was never wasted, and your alignment is unfolding exactly on time. But now, it's your turn to take action. Start by anchoring your agreement. In the comments below, type, "I am aligned with divine timing." Let that declaration serve as both your affirmation and your commitment. What you speak in agreement, you begin to live out in truth. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. This space was created for moments like this, to deliver clarity when the noise is loud, guidance when the path is unclear, and truth when the soul needs anchoring. When you subscribe, you're not just staying connected, you're staying aligned. And finally, don't keep this transformation to yourself. Share this message with someone else who's been navigating change, growth, or spiritual weariness. Sometimes all someone needs is a clear word at the right time to shift their entire direction. Chosen one, you are no longer waiting for signs. You are the sign. You're not hoping for alignment. You're walking it. Stay grounded. Stay present. Stay committed to what has already begun within you. Your next step is simple. Affirm it, share it, and live it. This is your season of embodied clarity. This is your confirmation. And this, chosen one, is your time. If this message spoke to your spirit and helped you reconnect with your purpose, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Here, you'll find consistent guidance, grounded insight, and empowering reminders to keep you aligned with your divine journey. Subscribing ensures you never miss a moment of clarity, encouragement, or truth tailored for chosen ones like you. This is more than just content. It's a space created for your growth, healing, and spiritual awakening. So take a moment, click, subscribe, and stay connected to the path that's already unfolding for you. Your transformation deserves support,